Will you marry me? It's a question that many people probably heard on Valentine's Day earlier this week, but a plural family here in Colorado has a question of their own. Will people ever be able to have multiple spouses? So Denver 7's Jessica Crawford actually took this up as part of your Justice with Jessica segment to look into these legal challenges this family's facing.
Yeah, and really a lot of challenges. Okay, so if you watch the TLC show Seeking Sister Wife, you may have seen the Davises, one man and three women who consider themselves to be in a polygamist relationship with one another. The group's union is not recognized by the state of Colorado, so they lack many of the protections that married couples would get. Well, they say it's time for that to change.
My wife's pregnant.
Awesome, congratulations.
Thank you.
Meet the Davises, Nick, Jennifer, Danielle, and April, a plural family living in Aurora.
I think we're all just hopeless romantics too, so that kind of helps. Like we're all
We like to fall in love.
Nick and April have been together for about 15 years, adding 2 more partners as time went on.
Honestly, it was the sort of thing where we were just having so much fun together that April and I were like, somebody else should be enjoying this with us. This is like too much fun for it to just be us.
They chose to share their journey with others on the TLC show Seeking Sister Wife. This video was provided by TLC.
We saw that it was a great opportunity to show other people that they can do this too, that they shouldn't feel any shame or embarrassment or anything from them wanting to live that kind of lifestyle.
I'm a stay-at-home dad, so I take care of the baby during the day. You know, my wives get up and they go to work.
I love each of them individually and I love all of them as a unit.
But they found that love isn't enough when it comes to their union being recognized legally. Polygamy is outlawed in every state.
I'll say this, the social stigma I think also leads into the legality of it. Because there's such a social stigma to this kind of relationship, the legal part of it never even gets brought up.
So do you want plural marriage in the way that you all live it to be legalized?
Yes, we want plural marriage to be legalized the way that we live it, absolutely.
I don't see that changing anytime soon. I have not seen any legislation come through.
Maha Kamal is a family law attorney in Colorado. She says the entire family law system is built on the idea of every child having 2 parents. So much of the law would have to change in order to accommodate polygamy.
I just don't know if that's something that the public is ready for, or if any, representative or senator would want to put forward, just given how the system works right now.
The legal benefits of marriage include inheriting a share of your spouse's estate, obtaining insurance through your spouse's employer, tax breaks, and more.
And I'm sure that families do struggle with that. If they were all able to marry each other, if they were all able to sign all their kids' birth certificates, if they were all able to visit each other in the hospital with no problem, yeah, they probably would feel a lot better about it, but it's not that case, and it probably does create a tension in relationships as well.
While it's unlikely that plural marriage will be legalized anytime soon, Kamal says there are ways for people in plural relationships to get some of the same protections as married couples. But they'll have to do it piece by piece. For example, a process called allocation of parental responsibilities. That can allow parents to share legal responsibilities of a child with another adult.
If 2 parents were to come in and file jointly and say we'd also like this other caretaker or this person in our lives and our family to have parental responsibilities, that is certainly a venue, an option to explore.
People in plural relationships can also create contracts on how to split the ownership of property. Powers of attorney can help them handle each other's affairs. Wills and trusts can help them choose who will receive their belongings when they pass away. Still, the Davises hope that one day they'll be able to marry one another and not have to worry about cobbling together their own legal protections.
Once more people are accepting of this kind of family, or of any kind of family really, let's be honest, then I think we would get to a point to where more legal services and options would be available.
Until then,
April for Christmas made us a calendar.
they'll continue to do what they believe truly makes a family.
Each one of them brings so much love and happiness into my life.
We love each other. We're family, and so you do get loved 3 times as much because you have all this love in the house all together. And that's a
In Colorado, marrying another person while you're already married is called bigamy, and penalties could include 120 days in jail and up to $750 in fines. Now, in the Davis's case, no one is legally married to Nick. Two of the women in the relationship, though, legally married each other so they could feel like at least part of their union was recognized by law.